Alright, hello, this is Road Trek Ralph, and I'd just like to get straight to the point. So I'm working on the hot rod today, and I'm installing these saddle tanks. Saddle tanks in a hot rod. So the problem is I have, right now the gas tank is mounted right behind the rear seat on the inside of the vehicle. And no matter what I do, I cannot keep the inside of the cab from smelling like gasoline. Not only that, but it's also a safety reason that I want to put these externally mounted tanks. I don't like the idea of having a gas tank behind the rear seat in case I get into an accident or something. I mean, God forbid that happens, but anyway, I think this was a safer route. But a couple things I want to go over in case you're thinking about doing this, or if you're working on a Model A and you're putting these splash apron or these tanks that fit between the splash apron and the frame rails. These Apron saddle tanks. The first thing I want to go over is this gas cap that it comes with. So it comes with this gas cap that has a little flapper. They're called, I guess they're called easy fill caps. And you know, the purpose for these are, you know, when you screw them onto the tank, all you got to do to fill it up is, you know, put the nozzle in through the flapper, fill it up, and you're done. Well, I'm done with the other side, by the way. The other side's finished. I'm doing the driver's side now. When I went to go fill it up, I came home and my driveway was full of gas. Yes, the driveway was full of gas. Now I took the cap off. I thought maybe there was a defective cap because, you know, it comes with two tanks, comes with two caps. So I tried the other cap, and sure enough, it leaked as well. So I called the guys there at Tanks Inc. and I bought a set of these pop-up caps, these aluminum pop-up caps. Folks, I'm sorry to tell you, but they leak as well. And the problem is this. The problem is these caps are being screwed directly into the fuel tank. That's how they're designed. Now, if these caps were used on, say, a filler neck, let's say you have a gas tank and you have a 2-foot filler neck somewhere, you know, remotely mounting the actual where you pour the fuel into the tank, these might work. These might work really well. But when these caps are bolted or screwed directly into the tank, common sense is going to tell you, common sense is going to suggest that there's going to be some leaks. There's going to be some leaks unless you do something about, you know, these little flappers. So what I did was I put a 1/4-inch bolt from the inside with an O-ring and then a washer. You know, just I guess this washer came from a shock mount or something. But I got, just like a lot of mechanics out there, you're going to have, you know, just access washers and nuts and bolts and stuff. And you know, same thing with O-rings. I just got a bag of O-rings. Tried it out, took it for a drive, and yeah, it works. It works great. This does not leak. I just painted it today. It did look ugly. It still looks ugly, but it doesn't leak. And again, just a bolt with the washer or a rubber O-ring and a nut, just finger tight. It doesn't have to be, you know, super tight. You know, you can even put a wing nut on there. And what that does is it keeps the flapper from opening. So now when I fill it up, I just have to unscrew this. And I'll show you the other side. You know, the instructions call for, I guess, you know, making I guess it's a 1.5-inch hole or 1 3/4-inch hole. I don't recall. But I made the hole a little bit bigger in my splash apron. There it is right there. I made the hole a little bit bigger so I could actually unscrew the cap itself. The way I see it is, you got to put a hole anyway. So, you know, regardless, it's going to look ugly. So, regardless, I figured I'd just put a bigger hole. Alright, sorry man, my garage is a mess. It doesn't usually look like this. But when you're doing a project, you guys know how it is. You guys and gals, y'all know how it is. Alright, second thing. Second little, hope this will save somebody some time and effort. So to install that tank, this bracket does have to come off. Okay? That is just part of the way it's designed. It does have to come off. There's no way around it. Unfortunately for me, these brackets were put on. These two brackets right here that hold the running board, they were put on and then the frame was boxed. So I had no access to the actual nuts of the bolts. You know, I had the access to the hex head, but I didn't have access to the nuts, so I had to cut them off. You'll see remnants of that right there. I actually had to just cut the heads off, and then I drilled 3/8 holes all the way through, so now I have access, and I'm going to put these longer 3/8 bolts, which again, I've already done the other side. It worked out well. Worked out really good. So now this bracket doesn't necessarily have to come off. When you get your kit, when you get your tanks kit, it's going to come with a bracket that looks similar to this that's supposed to bolt right behind this. Now if you cut it just like I did, if you cut this piece off, you're going to still have about a 1 inch to 2 inch lip on that bracket that you can drill your own hole and mount that tank at the pitch, whatever pitch you like. You know, that's what I did on the other side. It worked out well with me. Again, I think it sits something like this. Yeah, just like that on the other side of this. But you don't need this. You just so that's it right there. I didn't have red paint. I just had, you know, just some silver paint that I'm going to use to keep it from rusting underneath. I'm going to redo some of the wiring and take care of that. But I hope, you know, those two tips, the bracket cutting and the fuel cap. I wanted to mention the fuel cap. I don't do any more videos. I used to have a lot of videos on my channel. I don't do any more. I'm just, I don't know, something about, I guess I just don't do them. But I felt I needed to do this one, kind of like a safety for safety reasons, to keep people from, you know, being in the same situation I was in, where I had gas leaking all over my driveway. So again, that was the main purpose of making this video, just giving you an idea of how you could, you know, keep your gas caps from this company tanks from leaking. Anyway, that's a gas tank there. That's the one that's going to go on the driver's side. The passenger side's already mounted, and I would do a step-by-step, but like I said, I don't really make videos anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and who knows, maybe I will make some more. Alright, y'all have a good one. This is Road Trek Ralph signing out.